There we go then. We are up, ready, racing. I say racing, we're not really racing. Need to learn Kyalami. Which, we'll see. We will definitely see how that goes. No. Literally, that button worked a minute ago. Amazing sometimes how things work, isn't it? Right, there we go. Are there any public races on the track that I need to learn? You know, I just gotta get used to this sim as well. Let's see. Kyalami. I should enter. In the race, in the race, in the race. Locked. That should do. If anyone else joins in, then we get the joy of having someone to race with, don't we?
Green light, give it all you can.
Yeah, dark, why not? Not really, don't really know this track and car combination. It's been quite a while since I've driven ACC, so let's get into it. Dark. Do with that. Keep an eye on the tyre pressures. See how that goes. Wide, wide, wide. I know the guy that I'm doing this with can do this in like a 42 in the Audi. Something silly like that, so we can get within a second of that time. We should be alright. Obviously, things like that take time to learn. Ooh, hello. Probably won't be the only team remotely because it seems to be a really popular car at the moment. Track is ice cold, so don't think we're going to get much in the way of tyre temperature or pressure. Oh, we seem to have an incredibly bad frame rate going on now. What is going on up here? Stream quality is good until you actually like try and play the game. Still doesn't like it, does it? Now we had this all worked out at some point where it just worked, but it doesn't seem to want to now. I haven't changed anything, so now I have to play around again, and I don't really want to do that. It works perfectly fine in the menu. And hit drive. Just seems to be that overhead of pushing past the 60 frames a second. It didn't like that. We seem to be back. And we seem to be holding frame rate now, so that's good. Imagine that bit's going to catch me out at some point.
Your lap time is eliminated. Please try to stay on the track.
Incredibly cold tires. There's all kinds of jumping horrible, wasn't it? That. Didn't like that. Hey Steve, how you doing, man? Good to speak again. Looking forward to racing against you again on Tuesday. I'm all good, I'm all good. We are... Oh, okay, that curve is a no-go area. As the title suggests, we are learning Kyalami. I may have foolhardily said I'd join another streamer for a 12-hour race next weekend. And, yeah, not sure how that's going to go. There's only 2 of us. And I've seen some of the other teams that are in it, and they're good, so... It is definitely going to be a don't come last attempt. So we're taking the Bentley, because that is a nice, easy, stable car. Password should be the same as what it was last week, so it should always be community. So yeah, once, if you've... I think on Content Manager you can get it to save the password for the server, so put it in and like tick the save password box, and then you don't have to worry again. Yeah, might be a little bit silly, I think. See, people for 12 hours is realistically at least one person short. I think he did attempt to get the... Oh, I doesn't like the curve there. Or the one on the inside of this car. I think we did attempt to get one other person in, but... was unable to secure anyone. So now we've registered with just the 2 of us. But that's okay. We could live with that. That's strange. You tried it with capital C and little c? Because it does vary slightly. But it should still be the same. If not, ping Callum on the Discord. He's in charge of the servers
Well done, mate.
this time around. I don't have access to the back end of the server at the moment. Maybe I can't be trusted. There's clearly something going on. I know he's having problems with it on Tuesday as well, as you experienced, but God, people jumping in and out of this is absolutely killing the old frame rate. Every time I get a stutter. It always used to be little C, so it's I had a little look. I think the fastest time posted so far is like a 1:48.2. I've managed to get down to about 1:48.7, I think, with a couple of like, I've definitely got the sectors to get down to the 2, but I can't string them together. Oh look, the H shifter turned up. We've got him out down here. Kyalami is next weekend, yeah, so I'm not really sure how well I'm going to do. I don't even know what time it starts. I will probably stream it, because 12-hour streaming sounds like fun. I have done a couple of attempts with it. Oh, has everyone else left? I'm not going to race on my own. Yes, I've done a little bit. It's quite noisy. I'll show you, because you'll probably be able to hear it. So it's not, be a bit careful, because even though I'm out in the shed, they can still hear me from inside, so it does, because I'm literally right below the baby's windows. So I just have to make sure that I'm not making too much noise. Right, doesn't seem to be anyone in this race, so let's get out of that. I've done a bit as well, but I am definitely not very good at heel toe. So it turns out there's no online races with Kyalami. So we might have to actually just do some single player. Yeah, so it also has little. Oh yeah, man. Like definitely, I've done a little bit of like on it, but I'm used to. It's a 7-speed with reverse, the shifter, and my car owns like a 5. So what I keep doing, I get up to like go to 5th, and I go right across and then into gear, which like I go from like 4th to 7th, or whatever way it is. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I go too far, push it too far over. So I need to get used to like finding the right gear. Right, let's put the quali setup on. See how unstable that is.
Green line, give it all you got.
I also need to switch all these like pit controls and everything back to manual, because they can take a bit of time. Oh, you got the upgrade through. Nice. How's it feeling? Have you fitted it yet? Yeah, it does go like a bit like that, doesn't it? Like, you gotta get used to it. Does the mic sound alright? I'm only using my headset mic. So I haven't, since I rebuilt the rig, I haven't actually mounted my like proper microphone. That's the thing, isn't it? Like, they always say that your legs can learn pressure much more than they can learn travel. I think that's why load cells are quite good. Yeah, it won't be as good because it's just just a headset mic. So as long as it's not, I could probably try and EQ it a bit better, but it's another half a night spent sitting in the settings, isn't it? Which yeah, man, sounded perfectly clear in the chat. The only reason I ever bought that USB mic was because I bought a really cheap headset. The mic was awful. Like, headset was okay, but it was a bit quite heavy, and got really hot. Like big leather ear cups that just got a bit sweaty in after a while. But I think I got a good deal on these, so I'm quite lucky with that. Alright, we know our way around this track now. We just got to find some pace. This seems to be getting a little bit like screen teary. I might have to knock up the frame rate limit to just over 60. Yeah, that's the problem I have with the USB one. It's just a bit like with the boom arm and stuff. It's all a bit bulky. I was thinking about getting like a shotgun mic that I could have like up here, so it's close enough, but just sits out of frame and out of the way of me. I can sort of stand it down there and boom it over. Then I need like I need an XLR one, and then I need a audio, is it DAC or whatever they call it, to convert it onto the get it into the system. All that effort. I've never bothered buying a half decent camera for YouTube. I might get one that fits on a camera, but I did consider a lapel mic. I just don't know if, like, as long as it's not too rustly. Also, I'm a bit of a fidget. Like, you'll see me scratch and stuff because I've got like eczema, so I get itchy, and I always think, well, I'll end up like ruffling it around too much, so all you'll hear is the like scruffle of the clothes. Plus, I'd forget I'm plugged into it and can get up out my seat and walk off, dragged back by it. Yeah, and it's alright for, like you say, like just jumping on a live stream quickly. It's alright now. Like, I would I've literally only got to clamp the other mic on and plug it in. It's not even really like it's a big deal, but it's just finding where to clamp it, getting it positioned so it's in the right place, and it's effort, innit? Actually, that's the point. What do you sing then, Steve? If you've got a large diaphragm mic for music, or is it for picking up an instrument? Singing is one of those things I'd love to be able to do well. Like, I don't mind that I can't sing, because I sing along, blurt my heart out in the car and stuff, but it would be nice to be able to do it well.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
We're about to run out of fuel, but what instrument do you play, or is it just to sing? Just the singing. Yeah, I do play a bit of guitar. I haven't played for a while. I'd say a while, like ages. So I'm funnying around here. Yeah, I haven't picked up the guitar in months, I suppose. Maybe even about a year. If I'm being brutally honest with myself. It has been a while. I sold most, I sold most of mine. It's a little bit sad, but I sold 3 or 4 guitars and my like Marshall amp and stuff because it was just taking up space. So I've kept an acoustic and like the first ever electric that my parents bought me. And then but other than that, and they never get played, they sit in a cupboard. Every now and then one comes out because I'm bored. But you sound a bit like me, mate. You like, I'm gonna do this today, and I just get into it, like really into it. And then yeah, that's it. Like a week of that, and then I'm like, no, something else now. Oh, so many buttons to click all the time. You there? That went badly. That went really badly. We're still alive. We're still alive. It's okay. Might do some racing in a minute just for the shits and giggles of it. Do need to put some time into this track to get my pace up. I don't know what the pace is going to... Well, actually, I do know what the pace is going to be. This is going to be really high compared to what I can do, but hopefully it won't be like... I won't be getting lapped like straight away. All I've got to do is stay out of trouble. I think that's going to be the main goal, as always, when we get to the endurance race, is just stay out of trouble. I've not done much of it. I think most of my laps in here, we did a fun race around here in the, well, we just did an open GT4 lobby. But like, there was 7 of us in one of the Discord groups I'm in, all on chat, and we just decided to all take the Maserati, so I've learnt it in that. My teammate round here, apparently this is his best track, and he is in the Audi, which is his main car. It's doing like 142s, but she says it's quite a good time. I don't have a clue what a good time or a bad time around here is, to be honest, but he seems pretty quick. He's a streamer. He does I met him, he was doing a lot of race room streaming, so I was watching a few of his race room streams, and he said about it, and he messaged me about it. I was like, yeah, I could possibly see if I can get a weekend off of like dad duties and stuff. So yeah, next Saturday we'll be around here, but I'd say it'll be his sort of first endurance race, and I've done quite a few now where, not done too many in ACC, but I've done quite a few on iRacing. So I'm just hoping that a bit of that experience of like knowing when to fight and knowing not and when to give up is gonna play into our hands a little bit. Yes, I've been told. But I don't know everyone on the grid for it, but I know a couple of the teams and I know that they're fast.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
So I would expect to see low 40s. It's like anything, though, that like if you've put the time in and it's a track that suits you, you've got a good chance of doing some good times. Whereas I'm a bit too much of an all-rounder, I think, to ever master one car, one sim, one track. I like to vary it. I like to play different things at different times, and in some ways it pays off because I can get in most cars and be okay, but I'm never going to be one of the top guys in anything. Like fully understand that my ability is in the like average. Maybe if I'm on a good day, like the higher side of average, but never gonna be one of these super fast guys. And also a little bit of me, just I haven't got the time or the patience to be one of them guys either. I see guys that have put like 2,000, 3,000 hours into this sim alone. You're like, oof. Just driving the same 6 tracks. That would it would bore me.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Don't get me wrong, I quite enjoy the build up to a big race like this, like getting the practicing, getting the setups dialed in. From what little experience I have in setups, always run it on the slightly safe side rather than the fast side, especially if you've got a chance of variable weather, which I guess is always a possibility in this sim. Yeah, I think like yeah, we sort of proved that on Tuesday, didn't we? Like, I think you out qualified me a few times, but over the course of a race, especially in those cars, I definitely haven't got the outright pace to get on like the front row in qualifying, but I've got the consistency enough that I'll be in there and about when it comes to the race day. If I can just stay clean on the first couple of laps, that would really help. I have a very, very rudimentary understanding of the setup, so like, I know that if I put in, like, soften the like rear anti-roll bar, it make the back end a little bit more stable, and if I get the ride heights sort of sorted, I can get over certain curbs or get the car lower if it's a smooth track. We've all done that. I think in every race, in both, because we've done 2 warm-up races. We did the first one at Mugello, and then obviously Imola that you joined us, because we had a few service issues at Mugello, so we thought we'd do one more week of getting it all sorted out, in which we still had server issues, but completely different types. So, but yeah, in both, I've been pretty much in last place on every single race. I've still finished like a second and a third, and because whilst I haven't got the full, oh, there goes the fuel. Whilst I haven't got the full outright pace, once I'm up to speed, I can keep it on track fairly okay. So now we go racing. Yeah, I think you joined the train of cars that were behind me at one point. Oh, do you know what? Is there any Kyalami? Oh, there is a Kyalami. Let's go on there.
Green light.
43 in the top spot at the moment. Let's see if we can get anywhere near that. There's a thing on my screen up here. There we go. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Red Bull Ring. That should be a good one. Definitely be a challenge, that's for sure. It's a half decent sized grid as well. Like, I think if everyone that's registered like an interest in racing turns up, we could have close to 20 cars in it, which would be good fun. I think that'd be a laugh.
Yellow flag ahead, be careful.
Don't hit him. This Porsche versus Bentley here then. I love the Porsche. Porsche is a very good car. It's gonna be some real slipstream fests, like down the start straight and down after the first corner. They're gonna produce the most potential overtakes, mainly into the hairpin, or I mean, I think it's technically turn 3, but realistically we all know it's turn 2.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Yeah, the Bentley's just a stable old beast. I wanted to go Merc because I just think it sounds good. I mean, the Bentley sounds good as well, but the Merc's a good choice for me. BMW's probably one of my strongest cars, but be finicky. To be honest, I told him to pick any car he wanted, so
There's a slow car up ahead.
apparently my suggestion of taking the Writer wasn't an option. No. Do you know what? This is my first time on this sim for a while.
Yellow flag ahead, be careful.
And I do mean to give it a try. I probably will do at some point. I've got to get the Bentley in my... Got to get the Bentley right, haven't I? Now that we've got a... Now I've actually got something to work towards in it. I suppose I better get used to it. Where's this going to put us? Last, probably? Second.
Personal best.
2 seconds off the leader, so... Probably the only other person to do a lap. I've not driven the new version of the Bentley on our Factor Racing. I've only driven the older one, but I still really enjoyed that. I did a race a little while ago in the GT3s at Red Bull Ring, I think, on there. I took the Ford because I never see anyone drive. I like to drive like the ones that no one else drives. And the Ford was epic. It was really quick down the straights. I think I put it on like second place on the grid, like amongst some quite highly ranked guys, which was quite funny. And then I got punted off about 2 laps from the end, running in like 3rd or 4th. Ended up coming home like 12th, which was just really annoying.
Yellow flag in sector 2. Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
wonder how many laps of fuel we're gonna need. Well, it is a 20-minute race? That was an awful corner. Got that all kinds of wrong. Understeery pig and then oversteer. It wants to do it all. I do things like that all the time, like random gear changes, just when I don't really need to. No.
Time is invalidated. Please try to stay on the track.
Should just put into pits then, don't know why I didn't. Set up. Fuel. More. Don't even know how long the race is. Probably enough. Back. It's gonna be close, isn't it? Vid leaders. We're a second off the leader. Fastest Bentley though. As we play Porsche versus Bentley. Let's see what happens. Let's take a jumper off after this one. No Windows key, go away. $20. 50 litres was probably enough for this, but we'll soon find out, won't we? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're just gonna drive. Obviously the car will feel slightly different with all the wing. The drum bass gets hyped.
30 seconds.
Let's go, let's go. Oh god, the mirror quality on this, it just looks awful. It frustrates the hell out of me, that does. It shouldn't be so hard to render a mirror at like that size, whatever that size is, easily.
Going double file.
This would be a bit of good practice though, wouldn't it? Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Green light, go, go, go.
Pop that up.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Got a car on the inside. I haven't raced on ACC in ages. See if we can get one of these Porsches in. We should get that one.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
That's how we do it. Run away! I love Silverstone. A lot of people don't like it. I think it's a really fun track to drive. Fast, sweeping corners. I'm not the fastest person around it, but I do enjoy it. Do 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 do. No. That door is firmly shut for you, my friend. Cheers, man. More luck than judgment, and as always. Oh, wet makes it really difficult. Wet driving does change everything so much. I quite enjoy it. It's a bit of a leveler for me. I know it sounds awful, but I seem to do a little bit better because I always feel like I've got no grip in most cars anyway, so actually not having any grip isn't too bad. It does tend to slow some of the hot lappers down a bit. I can say hot lappers. I call anyone that's faster than me a hot lapper, which is awful. People practicing like the perfect conditions all the time and get really good at that if you get the
Well done, mate. Fastest lap of the race so far.
like the race in the wet. They just don't know what to do with it. I could possibly do with one more league in a week to like bridge the gap between Tuesdays. Just finding it's hard to commit to one of that. Like Tuesday nights is really the only day I definitely know that I will be able to get around to committing to. That's why I don't schedule out any streams at the moment. Yeah, I like to learn it on like the slipperiest conditions possible, because then if you learn it like that and then all of a sudden you've got grip, it's like, ooh, I can do it much faster.
Fastest lap of the race, man. Good job.
Yeah, tried it. So I like to try it. I love to practice with a couple other cars around me, so I can test out overtaking manoeuvres and or defensive manoeuvres and alternative lines through corners to before you actually get to the race. Because it's alright practicing like the main line, but then if you get to the race and you haven't ever driven like with another car beside you around the outside of a corner, you never really know where to go. Whereas if you've done it a few times in practice, where the mistakes don't really matter, so you can experiment a bit. Uh-oh. That was a bit poor. No worries, dude.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right. We have some light damage on the rear of the car.
Well, that was annoying. That Porsche stops a lot quicker than the Bentley, so probably weren't quite expecting me to stop then, or brake them. We are gonna catch them. We're gonna catch them. We're not giving up. Lead that race to one punt. It's not happening. Curb of death gets one of them. Porsche's got insane traction out the corners.
Well done, mate. Your fastest lap so far.
Come on. Gotta get past this Porsche somehow. Just need to get a little bit
Halfway
closer.
through, not over yet.
Still got half a race left, that's alright. We can do it. Need to probably go down to first there.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Ugh. Why am I feeling the pressure? It's like literally a public lobby with 6 people in it. I feel like pressure on to do well here. Slowly finding the rhythm of this track, which is good. It's fairly stable, isn't it? Which does help. Still not catching him though. Just sitting at the same distance behind. I can do that quarter better. I can definitely do that quarter better. Lost loads of time there. I was in on for 42s then. That would have been alright. Lost a bit of time though. Yeah, nearly a second that lap. He's been freed from the other guy, hasn't he? So he's obviously the one with pace. Got to be a little bit less heavy-footed there. Let's see if we can get this corner onto this straight right. He had a little tap from one of the other Porsches, not the guy that's in front of me, but the other one. And when we got to the bottom of this braking zone, I think I made a mistake and went off. He caught me back up, and the Porsche can brake a lot later than the Bentley here, so I got on the brakes and he didn't, and just sent me off. So I lost 2 of the places, but oh no.
Got some light damage on the front of the car.
Oh, light damage? No, this is ruined, my friend. Oh dear. That's quite fun though. That car's ruined. The steering is like off to the side. And nothing we can do there. Absolutely nothing. Oh dear. Right, I'm just gonna, do my like hot tub stream bit where I take some clothes off. 2 secs. It was going alright, wasn't it? I thought that was going pretty well. Considering I've never really raced at Kyalami before, I'll take that. That's refresh. Let's see what else we got. I quite like Barcelona. Whether I should do it or not, I don't know. I do quite like it. No, don't do GT4s. Doesn't end well. Right, what's gonna be a good lobby? Brands Hatch. Nürburgring? I haven't done much Nürburgring for a while. Could be interesting. Needs about another Kyalami one, really. There we go.
Green light.
We found another one. Start up against a Lexus. We've got 12 minutes to qualify. I am going to run to the loo. And then come back and do more Kyalami laps. We got down into the... we got into the 142s though. Or we were. Running in the 142s. So that's getting near pace with the guy that I'm running with. When he was running the Audi. So, in theory, we're there or thereabouts. Consistent 43s, mid 43s, I think. Be about my pace, but we'll see. We'll see how this race goes. So, 2 minutes, and I'll be back. Woo, we're back. And top up on some lost fluids. Right, setup. Load. Load. Back. 2% of the alien. I don't think. I'll be over at 10% of the aliens, I think. As long as I'm not outside the 107% rule. That should be alright. We've got a blue flag here. Oh, it's gone away. Where is he? I need to up my mirror distance and draw quality because I don't know where he is. Oh, there he is. Nice, easy out of that. Get everything warmed up. Here we go. I'm gonna try not to lose it around that corner. Not end up in a wall. It's annoying because I was feeling quite comfortable with the track at that point. Like, so hopefully we can. Not to cause too much damage to myself and the car when it comes to the 12-hour. It's not always within your control though, is it? Sometimes it just happens. Tire pressures are still a little bit low, but they should cope. Right. Banker lapping.
Well done, mate. The fastest step so far.
Hopefully we get a few more people join, because there's only 4 of us at the moment. See if we can get near that 42 mark that we were doing in the last race. Not like that, we won't. Do it, Steve. What could possibly go wrong on a track you've never driven? apart from everything. That corner took me ages to learn. We did this in a series a little while ago. I think it was in like F2 cars or something. And I didn't do any practice, just jumped into like the lobby about an hour before the race started. Just tried to learn my way around. It actually finished alright because everyone else crashed each other racing, and I was so far behind that they kept crashing out. So I just kept picking up points and positions from being so far off the pace I wasn't in the race. Sometimes that's just the only way to do it, and like, if you know you're not fast enough, just stay out of trouble. Still only 4 of us. I think I'm braking too early there.
Yellow flag ahead, be careful.
Right, it's not going to quite be the 42 that I wanted.
Well done, mate. Your fastest lap so far.
Don't have enough fuel on board to do another lap, I don't think. Pretty sure that Kessa guy was in the last Kyalami race I just did. Yeah, definitely don't have enough fuel to do a lap. Not sure where we run out, but
Yellow flag in sector 1.
probably up here, I reckon. Oh, well off pace anyway on this lap, so it doesn't really matter if I run out of fuel. There we go. Could I make it to the pits? No, is the answer. Hmm. Not sure why. Dunno. That's another day's problem, I think. Oh, only 3 of us. That's a bit exciting race then. Cool, he was fast. 141.3 he got. It's even worth doing this race. Not really. Hate to be that guy, but I'm not sitting there for 20 minutes doing a race where there's literally no one else to race against. Ooh, Monza public lobbies. What could possibly go wrong there? Don't do it, Wilkins. Yeah, he wasn't going to get a race out of it, was he? Problem was, like, nor was I really. There was only 2 other people in there. I was second and a half faster than them. Part of me really wants to click that public Monza lobby. Ooh. How much death can I cause doing that? I'm just doing the jag. What should we do? Yeah, Monza Publics. But not in the jag. Should have taken the writer. I don't think any of the sim hub stuff's working at the moment. I might just like ping it off. Oh, look at all the people. Aggressive. No fuel. Number 1 brakes. Monza Publics. It's gonna be fun. Yes. Yes, I am. Like I said earlier, what could possibly go wrong, eh? I don't even really like Monza. I didn't even pick the right car. I wanted to be in the Bentley. Actually, you're right, I think. Like, proper, like, slow cars where you get a bit of a draft on, follow each other around. It could be a great laugh. It's one of them tracks everybody loves, though. I think it's because all the corners are virtually identical. You just got to learn how to do heavy braking into a chicane, heavy braking into a chicane.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Dead Lambo. Right, should see if I can attempt a flying lap at Monza. Instantly don't feel particularly happy with that first corner. Oh. Sausages, bad.
Yellow flag in sector 3. Slow car ahead. Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
The guy behind me is like the first place car, and he's in the Jag. Is he in the Jag? It looks like he's in the Jag. What a legend. Oh, we've missed an apex there. I love Monza public lobbies. They're my favourite thing to do. Right. Oh, we got plenty of time to get another lap in, that's alright then. Let's hope. Brake, brake, brake. What do we reckon? Got no idea what pace I need to be at, to be honest. I think the leader did a 149. So we get like 151 maybe, we'll probably be alright. Do you know, I was doing Kyalami Pope and ooh, I kept finding like a couple of races to do. I get really bored driving around on my own. There wasn't many public races. The last one I had like 6 of us in and I crashed out. After a wee tap a couple of laps before from someone else to give up the lead. And then the next race, like 4 of us qualified and 2 people were on the grid. So I thought, you know what? I haven't done a Monza public lobby in a while. But I did select the wrong car. I'm in the Merc rather than the boat for some reason. I also can hate Monza. In the week, I'll have the guy that I'm racing with, like, we'll meet up and do some practice together, so hopefully that'll be a bit better. But I can't just drive laps on my own all day. It drives me mad.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
So far, our Monza pace is putting us right in the middle of the pack, which is somewhere we don't really want to be, I don't think. But yeah, also I'm not going to be on for too much longer, I don't think, so I'll end it with a bit of fun. One for the memes, as they say. Oh god. The problem I have with AI racing is I can't race them seriously. Like, I really struggle to like not punt them because I know it's not a real person, so it's just like meh. It's nice. It's good to have traffic on the course. Like, how did you get on at Spa anyway? Is that all finished now? God, 28 car. Oh, T1's going to be death. Oh, well done. P20, that's good. I don't know what I'm gonna. I have no idea what my aim is for Kyalami other than not finish last. I don't know what. Got no idea where to set my standard, sort of thing. I've had a lot of being last after the first lap recently. The last 3 4 races, although technically 2 events, but there's 2 races in each one. On my like Tuesday league on a Saturday course, so we're doing Porsche Super Cup, and I've been punted on the first lap of every race and been at the back. So that's always been fun. I've got quite good at coming through the field though. However, I don't think I'm going to do particularly well. Am I the only Mercedes? Does no one like the Mercedes or something? How far is a 47.3 fast as well? Like, I'm so out of touch with ACC. I don't know what lap time's good. I presume that's quite good round here. Like, I don't think I can get near that. And he's driving the Jag, which just makes him a legend. Qualify P11, mate. That's a good. That is a bit annoying when you like P11 to start with and then back at the grid. He's not far off then, is he really? And also in the Jag, so basically double alien, as far as I'm concerned. What are your laps round Kyalami, Pope? That's what I need to know. Hey Ben, how you doing, man? You alright? Everybody's here. It's like the people that I watch when they're streaming. I was quite happy. The guy I'm racing with was like, he could do 42s, 142s in his, like, in the Audi he normally races. I looked at my best time around Kyalami before I agreed to do it, and I was like 147 or something. I was like, I don't think that's going to cut it. But in the last race, I got down to a 142.9, I think was my fastest. It's actually quite a nice track. I've never really driven it. How you doing anyway, Ben? You all good, man? Thanks for dropping by. Again, I don't spend enough time on this sim to know all the... Guess who's jumped in? Monza public lobbies, Monza public lobbies, Monza public... That's how I'm going to advertise this race. Might need to work on the jingle a bit. Well, Kyalami definitely enjoying going around there. It's got a nice flow to it. Really nice flow to it. And it's a bit of a challenge as well. Like, there's a few corners on there that can catch you out quite quickly, so... I'm actually looking forward to this race, although 2 of us for 12 hours is a bit... Yes, you could... I've lost my senses a little bit, yeah. It's we'll see. And we're starting, like, P20, so we're in a bit more safety zone now, because we did, like, 1 qualifying lap and then gave up. I reckon... I don't even know how much fuel I need. How long is it? 20-minute race? All the fuel? More than that. About that. Maybe. Me. That'll do. Just take all the aero off. That's a good lap. You're in the Bent? Are you in the Bentley though? I thought I saw you in the Bentley. We're in the Bentley. I think it was a compromise between me saying like the McLaren or the BMW and him wanting the Audi, which I can't drive. I had a go in it, it's fast, but I can't drive that for 12 hours. I'd die. Ugh. The Bentley's good though, it's just a nice stable car for endurance racing. You can't really go too wrong with it. Right. How long before I get punted, everybody? T1 or a bit after?
Stay double fine.
Just Vezdeki. I'm reckoning I don't even think we'll get past the start line. T1.5, yeah.
Low tire pressure.
I've seen
Stay away from
too many
curbs.
crashes, like going down the pit straight on this. It may even be me that causes it. Before T1, yeah. Ooh. I hate the marbles that are just like, oh, we're just gonna throw marbles at it. Like, we haven't even done a lap yet. This guy's got it. Mr. Speed and that fluorescent Porsche. Like, nope, going to the back. What's going on here? Get out of me. Why have I got to go over this side?
Green light, green
Fuck
light.
it, we're starting in the middle. I don't get the starting procedure on this, I never have.
Clear wide.
Free ride's what I want.
All clear. Clear on the left. We've got some light damage on the front of the car.
Well, you were right. We didn't even make it to turn one. I was going all nice and sensible into that. Like, give everyone a bit of room. What did we expect, really, though, guys? Like, let's be honest.
There's a slow car up ahead.
Jesus, I did not see him. Bonnet's all loose. Oh, come on. I didn't... It's like you played peekaboo from in the middle of the other two cars that were having a bloody accident. Oh, come on, turn. There we go. Right. You've got to love Monza Public, so this is what we do it for. The absolute carnage. Still got 18 minutes left of this, boys and girls. Like, I don't know how bucket the car is, but
Slow car ahead.
no.
There's a slow car up ahead.
Oh, it's all good fun, innit?
Car on the left.
Don't trust him not to just turn in on me. I don't like the field of view I've got set up on this car because I can't actually see any rear view mirrors, which is a worry.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Oh, there's Speedy McJagsy. Let's see if we can follow him.
Yellow flag, be careful.
I wish they wouldn't have the sausages on the curbs here. It'd be much nicer to take the chicane over the curbs. Like, not cut it, but just be able to take a bit of curb. I'm definitely not accurate enough to be able to take like the tiny bit of curb on offer.
Yellow flag ahead, be careful.
Imola's just a yeet fest though, isn't it? Like, just yeet every curve that you can. If you ever do it in the Camaro GT4, that's the one to do it in. Top set I've done on my 19th with damage. Actually one of my weaker circuits, I'm not sure. You got to come here and Porsche Super Cup at some point. That's going to be a nightmare.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out in front.
Don't, skid boy. Now trying to think of what that 90s chicane was. I know they did like... Oh man. Try to remember the layout of it, it's going to bug me. I've got visions of there being...
Well done, mate. The fastest steps.
Yeah, to be fair, there could be more death. It could happen. Why do I have visions of there being a temporary chicane at turn 1 to start off with at Monza? I might be imagining things. I now want to look up the old Monza layout. Because that sounds awesome. / weird. Or you can just drive old Monza where there isn't a chicane. Just we did a NASCAR championship a little while back, and we did it on like a classic Monza where you go like round here and then you go off into the banking section. That was funny, especially in NASCARs that were fast but not wanting to stop or turn. Possibly the worst car I've ever driven on a circuit, so to be honest. I definitely think we could be faster if we weren't carrying some damage. I don't even know how much damage we have, but it feels like it's a lot. Well, not a lot, but I feel like we're definitely not going as fast as we could in a straight line. Always going to struggle in Monza because I swear 80% of sim racers spend their time driving GT3 cars at Monza. And I don't blame them because it's a classic combination. Because they're always the busy lobbies, so if you want a busy race, you have to jump into what everyone else is racing.
Yellow flag, be careful.
Should we have a bet on the results for Kyalami?
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Mm.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out. There's a car exiting pit lane.
I think the top 10's definitely gone, boys and girls. We've definitely lost some top speed. Yeah. There's more chance when everyone's still bunched up over there. That's what you want if you're struggling. You need everyone real bunched up so there can still be some death. I was saying the other day, I want to try out, just because I noticed the other day that my wheelbase can go up to like a rotation amount of like 2,000 degrees of rotation, which would be ridiculous. Like, I'd like to try it with like turn it out to 2,000 degrees and turn off the like auto adjust in game, and just see how many times I have to turn the wheel to get like through a corner. Let's get one of them trucking knobs and just.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
I think it'd be an interesting lap.
We are halfway through. Keep pushing.
Well, we're just getting further and further away from this car, and not in a good way. Like,
Yellow flag in sector 2.
ooh, death. That's what we want. More death. Let's do the do and diddle the don't. Come on, faster. Is flashing your lights at someone from this far behind considered bad etiquette? Might put him off enough though. You got a little bit brave there. All the track wasn't fast. What did we gain another player? I didn't even notice that. Someone else must have quit. Yeah, we've lost like 2 cars this lap. Boop, 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 boop. So we need 4 more cars to die because we haven't got the speeds to catch anyone in front of us. It's a bit of, that's a sad way to live a life, isn't it? I'm going to have to join you on a Thursday at some point soon, Ben, for the Thursday night stream. I enjoy racing with a few of the guys then. Alright, Steve, cheers, man. Thanks for dropping by as always. Like my official hit mechanic going on. Right, I don't expect you to stick around for the whole 12 hours of Kyalami if I do it on stream. I haven't decided yet. But I will see you Tuesday for Porsche League. Yeah, do you know what? I looked at, and I was a massive fan of the combos this week. Yeah, see you Tuesday, man. Take care, buddy. Yeah, nothing really grabbed my eye. I was like sitting there going, do I race some race room? It's been like that for the last few weeks, to be honest, and I've just. Do you know, I don't even know what I've been doing. Fannying about with thumbnail design and recording bits and pieces for videos that I'll probably never get made. As you do. So I've been using orange, and it's a bit bright on the like when I'm that sounds all, when I'm designing everything. I just cut the orange background and the orange colours isn't working for me. I don't like it. So I like based everything around an orange that I really liked when I did it, and now don't. So I've swapped it for a purple and trying a little bit of different design again, because to be honest, half of YouTube for me is actually just the fun of like trying these things out and seeing what happens and what I like and what I don't like. I nearly went with the purple the first time round, to be honest. I was just like, I had a thing for orange at the time. I don't even know how to describe it. I think I get a bit distracted quite, like, I've hyper-focused on one thing for a while and then don't focus after that. Or get bored of it. So, when I designed it, I did like a pastel blue, the purple, and the orange. And the orange just like, I was like, ooh, that stands out nice for me. But actually, looking at it, the purple's a bit easier on the eyes. But it does mean, like, now I've got to think about rebranding all of my other stuff, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. I say that, it's like, just my car liveries in-game. And I only really run customs in iRacing, so... Oh, Seto Corsa. But we'll keep the orange for now.
Slow car ahead. Yellow flag ahead.
Yeah,
We've got some severe damage at the front of the car. Box is flat, we have to repair the car.
Well,
Yellow flag in second.
I saw it coming, and I was like, he won't keep driving, will he? He wouldn't. He did. Should have looked what happened at the start. I mean, I was well out of position on the first bit, but yeah, to be honest, I've been like watching like YouTube videos and stuff on how to do like some of these design elements and some of like how to try and engage with people more. I find I'm really good at talking face to face to people. It's part of my job for years to do that, but I find it quite difficult talking to the cat and like spacing my videos to keep people interested. That's something I'm really going to work on like over the next few months. But alright, what happened here? Right, pause. Let's get a yeah. Oh, death. Ah. So that's how our race was pretty much totaled from the start. And then what? There's more death, wasn't there? I'm sure. Not long after this. I honestly don't know, man. This is what I love about public lobbies, is because you see things, and like if you can survive this, you can survive in any sim, in doing any league, any competition, not a problem. Oh yeah, there's this car that just like played peekaboo out of there, like oh. Let's see if we can. So I come around here, I couldn't really see it, and then he started driving towards me. Oh, it's fantastic. Well, it's not, but what else you do? And then what, the race ender? With my flappy bonnet already. Oh no, it's maybe here then. Where is it? Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Like, there's a certain point where you, like, not a barrier to entry, but like that. Now, we've all done that. At some point in our career, we have all not held the brakes when we probably should have. But at the same time, like... It's just ridiculous. Do you know, I don't know if they are or not. It's difficult, isn't it? Like... I think there will be a point where, like, they'll just get fed up because they're not progressing. But at the same time, like, as long as they're enjoying it, I don't mind. Like, because that race to me, that means nothing. Like, you know, there's nothing on the line. There's no championship points. It's no rated system. Doesn't matter. Like, by all means, boys, jump in, crash, fill your boots. Don't mind. But, and I'm pretty good at not getting angry with most people on like sim racing. I don't find accidents that annoying. But like that level of driving, if you were joined a league that was driving like that, you'd be pretty angry, I think. Like you'd be a bit like, what's the point coming back? Because realistically, I've just spent ages practicing for a race, getting into it, and then just dying because other people are losing. Like obviously one car's hit the other side, and ACC is a bit funny with its contact like that. Sometimes like the tiniest little tap will just send the car spinning. I don't quite know why it does it, but it is one of them sort of slightly odd ones when it comes to it. But yeah, I mean it is what it is with that, isn't it? It's all part of the game. I'd be more annoyed in like iRacing, where I've got racing on the line, and I mean I'm not good, but I've got to a point where I think that I'm about at my level, and I expect the people around it to be at my level, so that I expect them to, they will make mistakes, because we all do, but I expect the people to be able to race. Look at all the shit in my shed. I need to sort it out. I've rebuilt the rig, so like these wooden bits are spare bits off the old one, and got like a box with a quick release in it, and a steering wheel, and Mechanicoke. A few drill bits out where I had to drill a shifter mount on. I don't know if you can see the I don't think you can see the shifter from there, can you? Nah. I need to get a camera. I need to rig cameras up to film that. I think it's gonna be a pain. I need like double the space of what I've got to be able to like. Do you know what, the shifter's really good. It's the person operating it that's the problem. I'll tell you what though, for 50 quid, like, I don't know if you'll hear it, but it's quite loud. So it's got. I don't know if I can bring. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can bring you down here. You're the only one watching. So it's 50 quid on AliExpress. Right, let's bring you down. So that's the shifter. So this plastic bit, like, makes it sequential. And then if you pull the, which is just like silly, but it works. But it's a like, it's got a fairly good action to it, but it's so noisy. Like, you can imagine what the missus thinks of that. Even though I'm outside in a shed, it still carries through. And I'm like right above the kids' room, or right below the kids' rooms, so I'm basically not allowed to use it. But I'll find a day at some point where it comes into its own. But I've had a go, and it's all metal, solid metal. So all the case is metal, all the internals are metal. So for 50 quid, mate, and at like 2 or 3 week wait for it to turn up, 5 week wait for it to turn up from China or whatever it was, I will put out a proper review. And I think Sim Racing Corner's done one. I like his reviews. He's like sort of no nonsense good reviews. I've bought a couple of it. Well, that's the first thing I've seen him review that I've bought, and a couple of base shakers that he reviewed a little while ago, which I've since taken off the rig because Well, when I rebuild it, I could be able to wire them back in, to be honest. But they'll go on at some point. Need a new amp for them, because the amp I've got is like single channel. So like, if I can't split it front and back, I just have to split it all round all the time. I want to be able to do front and then back, at least. If I can't do all four corners. But again, that's stuff for another day. We're looking to move soon, so I'm hoping I can get like maybe a house with like a garage built on that I could turn into a bit of a man cave, but I'll have a bit more space. And when I do that, I think like the next thing after that will be like trying to get a 80-20 rig. What are you? I don't know much about. I mean, I just use generic like bass shake speakers. I don't know if there's. But you had to set the. Make sure it's coming off different. Like for mine, I got quite lucky. I could plug like the headphones into the back of the computer, and I just put the into the like front case port for the headphones, and then one's class as speakers, one class as headphones in Windows. So I just used SimHub, sent the bass shaker signal through the headphone port, which was actually just going into the amp for the bass shaker, and then my headphones were coming out the other port. Basically, that seemed to work quite well. But other times you need like a dedicated sound card for them. I think if you can't get that to it, or one of them USB sound cards. They're a bit of a faff to set up, to be honest. But SimHub works quite well for it. As long as it's coming out of a different audio port than your headphones, you should be fine. Or if it sees like a different input or output, even that would be an output. So like when I finally get around to wiring mine back up, I'll run them out the headphone socket on the back of the computer. Because then I can tidy the wire. Well, I say tidy the wire. Basically, can't see the wire. You can see the mess this side, but that side's even worse. USB. That's weird. Oh yeah, I've not played around with voice meter at all, to be honest, man. Like, it's not. I've looked at it. I looked at like videos. Get the sound of the bass alongside the rumble. Do you know what? I never had an issue with it. I literally just plugged it in and it worked. But it seems weird that it's coming out of two different ports. Yeah, I am. I'm just lucky. But I think I can't show you on here because I haven't got my screen captured. Let's see if I can capture SimHub. Although nothing's plugged in, so it won't actually show up the. Let's see if I can see it on it. Shake it, bass shakers. Yeah, it sounds like it is. Let me see if I can capture this quickly. What is that you've captured? Have I been running iRacer? I've just realised I've been running iRacing in the background while playing Assetto Corsa. That's pretty bad, isn't it? Right. You capture this one. You can do it? No. Right, hang on. See what I'm going through here? Oh no, let's put it there. Put it on the top screen. Right, there you go. So on mine, bear with me on this. Right, can you see my pointer? Yeah. See, I went into here and you can see like the two outputs, which I've got speakers which would be the same as plugging into the back of my computer, but these are wireless ones. But if I plug a device into the front, in fact, he says somewhere, I might be able to demonstrate. If I now plug something into the headphone port on my... See that? And that's what I had my output set on. So the speakers were the headphones, and then the headphone port on the front was just on a mini, you know, like the mini jack things. And I plugged it in there, and that's how I got my separate audio. So that might be the way to do it. I'm not really sure, but that's what worked for me. Right, let's unplug them because I don't need them in. But does that make sense? So you need to get the separate. Yeah, it's just fat. It's faffing. It's like any hardware in sim racing, any computer, right? It's faffing around with it until it works, isn't it? Just like, I'm just gonna fiddle and fiddle and fiddle until something works, and then it'll work for ages, and then you'll go, I'm just gonna push that button, see what it does, and it'll break everything for like weeks. I've been so fed up messing around with NVIDIA Surround that I've just like I've taken the triples down. I'm just using a single monitor. It's easier for the content creation and stuff. I say bass shakers really immersive when you get them working. But like I think I said, it might have been you. I said it on YouTube, and the guy's like, because I'm in the shed, they shake the rig, and the shed's basically then turns into a big drum speaker. So Nicole the other day, my other half was like, "What is that like rumbling noise that comes from your shed?" And I was like, "You can't, because I can't hear it at all. Even when I take the headphones off, I'm like, oh, I can hear a little buzz." Apparently, it just vibrates the shed, and like in the house, you can just hear this, brr, 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 which is just ridiculous. But I have set them up on the wrong channel before, where like all the game audio is going through it, and that's a no. Don't do that. But yeah, if you need any help, man, I mean, don't mind jumping on Discord or something with it at some point and try to work through it. See if we can get, if you can get the different outputs, we should be able to then. It should be a case of just blocking the sound going to it from somewhere else. So we might have to like go into, because you might find that in your game profile, it might even be that you're going from your headphones are going, but you might be going out. So the game might be sending it out. That'll work as well. Your game might be sending the audio out to the like the bass shaker rather than your headphones properly or something. Who knows? There's loads of ways of it could do that. But actually, it's very difficult to know. Sorry. It's very difficult to know what it is that is doing it. Is it oval in IndyCar or? I love Road America. I love Road America. Road America doesn't like me. What's that on? Is that on iRacing or? I've not driven the IndyCar on Race Room, to be honest. That's one thing I've not played around with. Like I said, I haven't been on Race Room for a while anyway. I'll get back to it at some point. Every time I make a video with Race Room, it does really well. Well, really well. It does well for me. Like on my videos, the Race Room ones always seem to be one of the most popular ones. When you have to break a setup to make a car drivable, I haven't got time for that. I don't think I've ever made a setup in race room. I think I literally just want to turn up and I want to drive. And okay, occasionally I should have probably taken some wing off, but yeah, I think that's it. I think there's not many. Like I know Gamer Muscle's been doing quite a bit on race room recently, but there's not many of the big guys doing much race room. There's only so much time in the week that I've got to like film stuff. Like if I want to put video, that's why I put out quite a bit of like I say quite a bit. I try and do like once a week video. I'm not ever gonna make more deadlines than that, I don't think. But like it depends what I'm racing that week. If I decide I'm gonna race iRacing for a night, I'll film a race because that's what I'm doing. I don't ever really set it at anything in particular. I just sort of, if I'm going to race something, I might record it, and that goes up. If I push the record button, that race is going to go on YouTube, no matter how badly I do. I've had so, I think I've only done it once, where literally I was about to I hit the record button and got absolutely destroyed in the first corner, and I was like, I'll just pretend I never pushed record on that. But I do need to work on doing other stuff rather than just like, I'll just record whatever, it'll be fine. It's a bit like live streaming. I just jump on and push go. I don't have a plan for the night. I don't really do anything. It's like, what do I need to do? Yeah. Like, streaming's for me is really good fun because it's just like, just do it. Bugger it. I'm just going to get on and have a go. Like, see what I can fancy doing. And that's generally like I end up tonight doing a couple of rounds or something and turning it off, having a chat for a bit. But yeah, if you do like one video and one stream a week, it's sort of it is massively easier. Like, and to do a good one, you can sort of plan out what you're doing. Like, if I've actually got something that I'm aiming towards, like if I know I'm going to do a 9 o'clock race here, the stream's really easy to plan around that because you can try to do a bit of a warm-up race, do that main race, and do a couple of fun ones at the end. Like videos, it's the effort of like you can record them, and then like I try and record that, then record the replay because like with my ones I have my camera on, don't I? So like you get like the cockpit view of me doing it, and then you do the then I have like the replay view next to me somewhere, wherever I decide to put it on the day. So I have to like record that after I've recorded the race. So like if it's a half-hour race, it's then a half-hour record of the replay, and then I've got to edit it together. Admittedly, a basic edit for me. So it's like just literally drop the 2 bits of footage, cut off the long bit at the beginning and the end where I've been like sitting around waiting. Yeah, that again, that's just literally I set up an AI race or like a replay I've already got saved and just chuck it up. I need to do. It's something I need to work on is the like the B-roll stuff. If I am talking about something like I'm sitting here talking to you now, I could easily do a video of me just sitting and talking, but I feel like people want something to watch. They don't want to see me sitting in my shitty shed. I think I need B-roll and stuff like that, but I need to really I need to work out possibly how to control the cameras in the games a bit better. I'd quite like to have like maybe get like an Xbox controller or something that I could map the buttons and joysticks to. And then I think like I'm gonna be no Chris Hay ever because that man can make anything look amazing. Like the angles and stuff he gets out of the Sims and the transitions he does is fantastic, but it must take him months to do a video as far as I can say, because like that would take me forever to like even get anywhere near it, like to learn it, let alone do it and put it in a video. But I think what I'm gonna the new replay thing in Race Room, the keyframes and stuff are really like there's so much potential in that. So there's mileage in both of them. I just haven't delved into it enough to really like know what I'm doing. But I want to get to the stage where I'm putting out like maybe one race video a week and one like opinion video or review video or something. Like I've got to learn how to. That's something I've got to do. I've got to learn how to actually do a review because I've never done one for anything. So for this shifter, I've got to like learn how to film B-roll and how to frame it, and then how to pace it so I'm not saying everything I want to say about it in 30 seconds and the review's done. So also, I'm not taking it apart because I'll break it. So, not doing that. Right, it is. Bloody hell, it's midnight. So, on that note, Ben, I appreciate you dropping by, man. And like I said, I'll come racing with you soon. Maybe on Thursday when they drop the new race room schedule. You normally do a stream, so I'll jump. If I find you, I'll jump in. Although Thursday rings a bell for something else, but yeah, we'll work it out. But yeah, take care, man, and I'll see everyone next time. Peace out.